Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Huddle Podcast, the Nolo Huddle Podcast. This is going to be recaps and predictions of week two. This is Aiden Jacob, as always, and we'll get into it. So we'll start with Thursday night football, which is Vikings Eagles. Wait, and do you want to screen mirror this or no? Okay. So, first game, Thursday night football, Vikings Eagles. What are y'all's thoughts on this one?
Well, I had
Really,
I had Alexander Madison on my fantasy team, and let's just say I wasn't very uh I was very whelmed, as Tom Grassi
yeah,
would say. Um, but the Eagles dominated. I think the Vikings made it way closer than it actually was with the 14 points in the fourth quarter. Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins bought out though. Uh he actually played football on prime time, which was impressive.
that's not normal.
little spoiler for next episode, most underrated player, maybe in the NFL right now.
Maybe not the most underrated, but one of the more underrated. My thing was
I
the
had
Vikings had a whole bunch of chances to win this football game. I watched most of it. I was doing some other stuff, but I watched most of this one. And the Vikings just fumbled every other drive. Like Justin Jefferson had a touchdown that was a
Alexander
fumble.
Madison fumbled.
Addison fumbled. I don't know if he fumbled twice. And then somebody else fumbled. There was a whole bunch of fumbles. They fumbled the game away, basically, is what I'm saying. And so their defense needs to work on actually covering wide receivers. They don't really do that well. But yeah, Kirk Cousins to Justin Jefferson might be the best connection in the NFL besides Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce.
I had
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift on my fantasy team, which is depressing because he was on my bench.
Is it the
He's
He
got
had
like 5
1.9
points.
points or something last week, and then he had 27 this week, and I would have won, but that's okay.
against me?
Huh?
Against
That
me?
wasn't you; it was someone else.
Oh, it was a different league.
So that's kind of depressing. But it was a good game by the Eagles. Just I feel like the Eagles should have lost, but whatever. Vikings fumbled.
Next game, it was the Packers pulled a Falcons here.
This was a weird game.
Yeah. Bijan Robinson
I,
looks like he is insane at playing football. Um,
no.
he looks great. Um,
Yeah, he
I'm
looks like an
glad
NFL running back already in his second game.
he is an NFL running back.
Well, like
Like a great
most
NFL
running,
running back.
Yeah.
You
most
know what he
rookies
means.
aren't going to be crazy in their first games. He's already looking like a top running back in the league after his second game.
Yeah. Desmond Ritter still looks bad. If the Falcons could get a good quarterback who knows how to use their tight ends specifically, um, first off, Kyle Pitts would get a lot more volume, and their offense would be better. Instead of getting one, two, three, four field goals, no, six, five field goals, maybe. I didn't watch this game, so
And I was too busy watching the Titans game when this was going on.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Uh,
just followed
but
it on ESPN, and it was good comeback.
according to the Tom Grossi recap, their defense just got so tired because their offense in the fourth quarter couldn't figure out how to move the football and get a first down. So their defense kept going after out there. Like they would go three and out, and then they'd go three and out. So their defense would get like no chance. And they were just punching it down their throat. Bijan Robinson had 19 carries. There was a whole bunch of other carries in the game. It was almost like Arthur Smith was running the Titans offense from 2019, except without the deep plays. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
but
Okay,
good
next game.
comeback. I'm gonna give Youngwei Koo credit. I love Youngwei Koo. He's had a good
This
career.
wasn't really a game. Bills dominated. They
Yeah,
actually looked good. Uh,
defense and offense finally looked good. Yeah,
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 Josh Allen. Josh Allen
Raiders
turned
aren't
back into Josh Allen.
yeah, that's about it for this.
Raiders are not very good. We already knew that though. They got lucky that they got the bad Broncos first week.
Yeah,
Yep. All right. Next game. That was pretty simple. Yeah, this Joe Burrow had like 30 yards in the first half, which also stinks. He's on my fantasy team. But this was just I don't know how the Bengals stayed in it. Burrow played
He
okay
picked
in
they
the
picked it
second
up in the
half.
second half a lot. The second half they really like actually
Yeah.
decided, oh, we're gonna be the Bengals and play
Yeah.
football.
T. Higgins
But
learned how to play football. He learned how to catch. If what but
Jamar Chase still doesn't.
once Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase get that connection again, it's gonna be deadly. Joe Burrow did
Yeah.
tweak his injury again, which isn't good, obviously, because he's obviously the focal
Yeah.
point of the offense. And if he
Yeah.
goes down, their whole team goes down.
Lamar Jackson turned back into Lamar Jackson, although he did fine last week, but no picks, as you see, 237 yards, and then he ran for like 60. So he looked like a dual threat quarterback, the best one.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Our
Right?
next
All
game.
right. This was such a crazy game. I know I did not appreciate the outcome, but this was such like a great game.
Yeah, this game was exciting. I didn't watch it, but I followed it on ESPN. You can see it was pretty close the whole game, but Seahawks got it in
Lions folded at
overtime.
the end.
So
Lions are up for most of this one. I watched a little bit of it. I couldn't really watch all of it, but from what I saw, the Lions kind of folded at the very end. It was pretty much all Lions for a bit, and then you could see it was 14-7 at halftime, and then the Seahawks turned it on, and then it was just the whole thing. But shout out to the Seahawks, decided to play football after last week's loss to the Rams. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say.
I think I saw a stat. It was like Jared Goff threw his first interception in like 100 something.
800 something. It was 800 something.
800.
It was like
no.
838 that I
There's no
saw.
way that's right.
Am I wrong?
There's no way it was
Yes, it
800.
was like 300.
Yeah,
It was
but
like 300.
David Montgomery got carted off the field with a leg injury. You never want to see injuries like that, especially when it's a team like the Lions. But that'll just get more opportunities for Jahmyr Gibbs, and I love Jahmyr Gibbs as a player, not as
It
a
was 383. That's why I got confused. I thought it was 800 something. It was 380 something. That's
whatever.
my bad. I'm an idiot.
But yeah, Amon St. Brown had a good game. Uh,
Yeah, that's about
Craig
it.
Reynolds had some carries once David Montgomery went down.
Yeah. I think that's about all for this game. I'll let y'all say
Yes,
this.
sir. All right. Do you want to talk or do
Jacob,
you
you
want
can
me to talk?
start.
Okay.
You can start.
All right. So I had an entire video filmed that I was legitimately gonna send to Aiden after this game. So because it was like what 11-0 at one point, I was already ready to yell at the Titans. I had a Titans rant that I had done, filmed. It was ready. I was literally had it in the email. I was just waiting to see if I wanted to add anything after this game. And now I've deleted the video and I am extremely happy. Our offense looks like an offense. Our defense, or we still can't cover very well, but like we were missing our two best cover players besides Kevin Byard. And we actually got stops. We didn't only kick field goals. Nick Folk for league MVP, and that's all I have to say.
Yeah, stay tuned for the viral series of Jacob ranting after every Titans loss. That may or may not exist, but anyways, yeah, the Titans looked good. Um, the Chargers looked bad in the second half.
Yeah.
Their passing offense was obviously good because it's the Titans and our passing defense is horrible. But obviously Keenan Allen balled out with 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry had a touchdown his first of the year. Titans
He
did
was good.
score touchdowns this game, which I'm happy for,
That's
obviously.
always good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always good to score touchdowns. And we scored field goals, which is good as well. Our red zone offense was really good. Our run defense was great, even though Joshua Kelly isn't what I would call a great running back. But I'm glad we won, and this gave me hope for this season, considering our schedule is relatively easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The Tampa Bay
Let him
Buccaneers
bake.
2-0
Let
on
him
the
bake.
year.
Tampa Bay. I like
Yeah.
Evans on my fantasy team. This is a crazy week. I liked that week.
What
But
we learned
actually,
from this one.
talking
Oh, sorry.
we don't really need to talk about the Buccaneers at all because I'm still kind of shocked they're 2-0. I don't think they're going to keep it up, but I don't know in their weak division they could still get to the playoffs. But the Bears got so overhyped in the offseason. I'm so glad they went 0-2 so the media stops like talking about them like they could be a top 5 team this year. Oh, they're my dark horse Super Bowl contender. Oh my gosh. No,
Who
I want
said
them to
that?
just stop that. Me, I think I said that at one point. So I'm yelling at myself. I did not say that on a video. I said, you know what I mean. But I think the Bears need to figure out how to play defense, and Justin Fields needs to figure out how to throw the football. So
And the Bucks
yeah,
might be good, and the Bears are definitely bad. That's the
yeah, the
main
Bucks have
theme
all
of
the
this story.
weapons. I just don't trust. We have a Baker Mayfield cycle, and We're right now. We're on the second part where Baker Mayfield plays good, and into before his next commercial, we got to hope they doesn't film one to stop the cycle.
Yeah,
Uh,
Sorry.
Next game, Chiefs beat the Jags in a low-scoring affair in Jacksonville.
Yes.
Travis Kelsey,
Stupid
I believe,
Jag.
scored a touchdown.
Yeah, he
He
did.
he quote found a blank space in the end zone. If you know, you
I'm a
know.
blank space.
But
Oh,
yeah, according to the announcer, that's what he said. But not a very fun game to watch
no.
considering the score.
Very boring.
I was expecting it to be like 35-28, something like that. Very high
Yeah.
scoring, but that was not the
Chiefs
case.
defense looks really good though.
Yeah, so it's not a great game.
Bless you. Very
I
boring.
was
I
hoping for the
watched the
Jags to win,
Bears.
but oh well.
Why?
Colts beat the Texans in a boring game. Richardson got hurt with a concussion. That's
He's out for this week, I
not
believe.
good to
No, I don't
see.
know officially, but I'm gonna
Well,
assume
with
he's
the
out for.
concussion protocol, he is.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud's throwing
See,
for a lot of yards.
he looked good. It's really because they can't run the football at all. I'm not sure why Damian Pierce has struggled as much as he has to open the season, especially against two. The Ravens defense is okay, but the Colts aren't like have like a bottom 5 defense. I'm not sure how he just couldn't get anywhere. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, this was just a lot of passing. I mean, the top running was 88 yards, so a lot of passing yards here. That's it.
In the next game, 49ers at the Rams. Not a relatively close game, but the 49ers dominated the whole time. But
Yeah, it got a
CMC,
lot closer than it should have.
yeah, CMC is still CMC doing CMC things. He's doing great this year. Again, Puka Nakua is proving to be one of the better receivers in the league with Cooper Cup out.
I don't know who that is still.
How
He's got 220 something, 266 yards in 2 games.
he's insane.
Fantasy League.
It's insane.
Let me go on fantasy.
All right. Other than
Going to
that, not too eventful. I mean, the Rams covered the spread
yeah.
with a field goal with no time left, which is kind of funny. But
Yeah, it's funny for other people who bet on the
yeah,
49ers.
we can't bet, but
No,
people
Legally.
obviously.
maybe could. All right, next game we got is Giants at the Cardinals.
I'm mad about this one.
How do you spell Pika Nakua?
Puka Nakua. It's on the
How do you
screen.
spell that?
Puka.
Ah, here it
He's
is.
second in fantasy right now.
This one has it.
Giants, Cardinals. The Cardinals had this game.
The Cardinals.
All they had to do was
stole.
not sell. They pulled a Falcons.
They definitely pulled a Falcons. They were up 28-14 in the fourth quarter. And the Giants just scored 17. Their offense decided to play football.
Yeah.
Jalen Hyatt had a good game with 2 big catches. James Conner had a touchdown. Daniel Jones was solid. Yeah,
All right,
Cardinals
I'm trying to
stink.
trade for Puka Nakua now.
after the first half, we were all thinking the Giants were frauds. They still might
Yeah.
be. They still might be frauds, considering they almost lost to the Cardinals. But the Cardinals have played more impressive than I was expecting them to. So give them
Yeah,
credit.
they're still 0-2. They're
Yeah, but
tanking.
they almost beat the Commanders and the Giants. They were like,
Yeah.
well, we're
That's
up,
not
but
impressive.
we gotta get we gotta get Caleb Williams. So they decided not to play football in the second half.
Yeah, this is the year to tank.
Yeah.
Shador Sanders, Caleb Williams, Michael
And they
Penix,
might they
Drake
might
May.
they might get Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison in the draft. How scary would that be?
Guess the
Their lineup's
Cardinals not
still
very scary.
not great, but yeah, but like it would be very good.
It'd
That
be good
All
in
right, you want to move
5 years
on?
when the Cardinals lose all their bad players and actually draft some people. That's not
next
just
game,
two people.
Cowboys versus the Giants. Luke Schoonmaker, former Michigan tight end,
Giants.
with his first touchdown.
That's definitely the Jets, by the way.
That's what I said.
You said Giants.
I said Jets.
You
Yeah.
didn't.
I'm a little bit mad that we gave up 10 points. It was Stephon Gilmore 1-on-1, and he just lost the slant to Garrett Wilson. But I can't complain. Cowboys played well. Other than that one play, I think their largest play was like a 13-yard run by Zach Wilson in the second quarter. So it
Yeah.
was this game was never going to be close. Dak almost threw a pick six, but Sauce dropped it. It was an easy pick six, but he just dropped it. So it still wouldn't have changed much, probably. But we need to clean it up a little bit. But it was a good game.
Yeah, I've
Jets
seen.
offense so bad. Jets offense might be the worst in the league this year with Zach Wilson as quarterback.
I've heard people say
Yeah,
this is the best Cowboys team they've seen. So
it
Hayden,
might be,
but that's
and
what
it's the best since the
that's
Super
what
Bowl.
people say every year. They always start out strong.
Yet again, we're in the
It's
Cowboy
a
cycle,
cycle.
like I
It's a
talked about
cycle.
with Baker Mayfield.
No,
The fans getting delusional. Next part is we them boys, it's our year, and then choke in the playoffs. I'm waiting for it.
Yep.
that's okay. See, here's the thing: every single time someone says choke in the playoffs, you do realize that that's every single team except for two, right?
Well, they don't choke in
Every
the
team
playoffs. Some
chokes
teams
in the
get
playoffs
whooped, or
except
some
for
teams
two
play
teams.
extra game.
No,
You guys choke. You
it's
guys
just
ran
different
Ezekiel
when it's the
Elliott as your
Cowboys
quarterback.
because not every team says it's our year every year. Not every team thinks they're winning the Super Bowl every year.
I never said we're winning the Super Bowl this year. Well,
Well,
I
you
have,
You did.
did.
but
We have
it was
video
a,
You
it
proof
was
of
did
you
though.
saying
That's
it.
the thing.
it was a joke,
No,
but
it was.
kind of
I
not really a
don't.
joke.
It
We
really
have
wasn't.
video proof of you saying the Cowboys are winning the Super
Just watch. All right,
Bowl. All right. Anyways, moving on. What a game.
Michael Parsons is still a dog for
What a
always.
game this
No one
was.
said
Commanders
he
at the
wasn't.
Broncos.
This was such a crazy game.
Commanders were
Yeah.
up, or no, Commanders were down 21-3. Uh, and then no, wait.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I'm right.
Yeah.
And then the Commanders fought all the way back, scored with a couple minutes left. Broncos got a Hail Mary with no time left to be down by 2, 35-33, needing the 2-point conversion. And then on the 2-point conversion, there was a blatant pass interference that wasn't called. And,
Yeah.
refs, gotta love them.
You don't know if that would have even changed anything, but like he was giving him a big hug. You're not legally allowed to do that, and it just was no
Hugs are
call.
for after the game,
I
whenever you're saying good game, not during the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
It should have probably gone to overtime. If this game would have gone to overtime, this would have been probably up for game of the year, and we're only in week 2. But this is a very, very good game. Crazy comeback. Broncos are in trouble after I said they're my dark horse Super Bowl team, so I'm just gonna back off of that real quick. I did say dark horse. I didn't say Broncos are gonna win the Super Bowl, so I guess I don't have to. But yeah, they've 0-2. Their defense looks great week 1, and then their offense looks great week 2. But it's been inverse. The offense looked bad week 1, and the defense looked bad week 2. So I don't know how to feel about the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were impressive in the first half. They had us in the
Yeah.
first half, not gonna lie. Next game, Sunday Night Football, Dolphins Patriots. Closer. It
This
wasn't
game
as
was just
close as the
boring.
score says. The Patriots got just some garbage time plays at the end there.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle got injured,
Raheem,
so
I needed Raheem Mostert to get me like 50 fantasy points and he got 30. So he was kind of close. But yeah, but it was mostly all Dolphins. The Dolphins defense, they showed what a complete team they can be this week against not a great Patriots offense, but not like a bottom tier offense. So if their
Yeah.
defense can play like they did, Vic Fangio is a very good defensive coordinator. He's got a lot of studs on that roster. And then their offense obviously is great. Tua struggled a bit, but the Patriots defense is good. They're not like the best defense, but they're like probably top 10. So like yeah, it's just impressive that they won, especially since it was away.
Yeah.
yeah,
Dolphins are legit this year.
If Tua doesn't die.
he hasn't yet, which is good. He
Yeah,
leads
not
the
yet, yeah.
NFL in passing yards.
Yeah.
All right, we got our two Monday night football
Got the
games.
Monday night doubleheader, both close games. But some
Neither of them very good games.
yeah,
Well, they were okay.
Saints. First off, Saints beat the Panthers 2017. It was 20-10. No, 20-9, I think. And then the Panthers scored a garbage time touchdown with like a minute left. But the Saints controlled the game pretty well. Chris Olave had a good game. He made that juggling catch. Taysom Hill was he was a
Top rusher.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
large.
ran, caught, and he threw like one pass.
yeah. And
He's
then
just every position.
to cap off the week, Browns lost to the Steelers. Nick Chubb could potentially be out for the season with a hyperextended knee. It did not look good at all. And
Mhm.
Uh-uh.
I hate to see it as someone who is probably the best running back in the league. You hate for anyone to go down, but a guy like Nick Chubb is just horrible to see.
Especially since he's one of the more likable guys in the NFL. He's never done anything bad despite being one of the better running backs, one of the better players in general in the NFL. It sucks to see him go down because he's one of my favorite non-Titans in the entire NFL. I'm a big Nick Chubb guy. It just is really disappointing.
Yeah, and it's the
Yeah.
same. It's the same knee that he hurt in college as well, so that's not good. Some people are saying he could be done for his career, which that'd
Eh,
be
no,
horrible.
he's gonna come back even better. I know if I know Nick Chubb well enough. I don't like know him personally, but if I know his like personality like enough, he's gonna come back stronger next year, even if the Browns make the playoffs and he's back.
George Pickens played well. George Pickens is
Yeah.
hit or miss. He makes really good catches, but he can also be really bad. I feel like,
Also,
but he did
Steelers
really well this
offense.
game.
Steelers offense still looked pretty bad. George Pickens had that great game, but really their defense kind of carried. I had Raheem Mostert in the Steelers defense, and they had to score combined like 100 points to come back. And I only lost that game by like 20. The Steelers defense got me like what 27 points. They had two touchdowns, a couple interceptions, a fumble return. It was their defense looks elite, but their offense looks bad. So I don't know how to feel about the Steelers.
Yeah, both of these offenses
Yeah.
were not very good.
Yeah.
All right. Predictions. I'll
Do
give
you want
us
to
a
recap
scoring
the point?
update. I did our totals for this week. So Jacob, I think, was the biggest riser. He's still in last, but he was the biggest riser. He now has 19 points. I have 20 points, and Aiden has 22 points. So Aiden's winning right now. But it's still anyone's game.
Jeez, Brock Purdy.
All right.
I thought I
Okay,
thought that
we got
was I thought that was Brock. Sorry, I thought that was Brock Purdy in one game, and I was like so confused because I was like, when did he throw for 426 yards? But no, that's a season.
okay, we got to go
I'm an idiot.
fast, just so this video isn't forever.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right, so
Okay.
yeah,
I assume everyone's going 49ers here.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not very good. Saquon Barkley's questionable, and he's their only player who's going to do anything on that team, if anything.
It could be closer than you'd think. I think it's gonna be like 27-17
It's going to be like
is right
27. It's going to be like
prediction.
27 to 13 is my prediction.
It's like
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a mid game. It's not like anything spectacular. 49ers I think should take that pretty easily. The Giants have not looked good. They struggled against a lowly Cardinals team and then got their butts handed to them against the Cowboys in week 1. So I'm definitely gonna go 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next game.
Got the Titans at the Browns.
All right. So it worked last week. So let's just continue the trend. I'm going with the Browns. I believe in Deshaun Watson. I think their offense is going to be spectacular. I think they're going to whoop the Titans. Totally, definitely.
Yeah, I'll also go
Mhm.
with the trend here, and I'll pick the Titans. Uh, Without Nick Chubb, who might not have done much anyways, but he is Nick Chubb.
But
But the Titans' run defense is really good, as we know. But um, the Browns' run defense is not very good. So Derrick Henry should have a good game, better than his first 2 games at least. And Ryan Tannehill should actually pass for yards or pass for touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm going
yeah,
Titans
actually,
too.
can I say why I think the Titans are going to actually win, even though I'm picking the Browns for this specific thing? I think that Tannehill, our offense looked very balanced last week against a solid, very solid Chargers defense. Skoronski should be back this week, so we can quadruple team Miles Garrett. So it's gonna be another close one, but I feel like we can take it. But I'm gonna pick the Browns, but I'm gonna go with the Titans,
Yeah,
if that makes any
I
sense.
hope Christian Fulton and Amani Hooker are back too.
Yeah.
All right. Next game.
Lions.
This one could be close.
It
I,
could be close.
I got the Lions here.
It's gonna be like 100 to 150. This is the worst two of the lesser defenses in the NFL. I'm gonna go Lions because I trust Jared Goff more than I trust Desmond Ritter. Yeah, that's about it.
Bijan Robinson is gonna have like 18,000 yards this game, both receiving and rushing. He's gonna get like he's gonna have a monster game, but I got the Lions.
I want to say Falcons because with our franchise that we do in Madden, and just I like the Falcons, but I think the Lions probably win this one. It'll be close. It'll be high scoring. I mean, we always say that, and then it's like 4-3, 2 safeties and a field goal. But I'm
That's
not joking. Like 2 safeties could actually happen in this game because everyone thinks it's the opposite. But it should be high scoring and exciting. But I think the Lions get it because of the passing game.
yeah. And then we got the Saints at the Packers.
This one's tough, actually.
This is a difficult
I
one.
got Saints. I got Saints. I think in terms of quarterback and offense, the Saints are better. Aaron Jones will probably be back. He's still questionable. But I think that if Aaron Jones is not back, the Saints win. And I think I'll go Saints anyway.
I think I'm gonna go Packers on this one. I like Jordan Love. I think this will be his game where he steps it up. He's like pretty solid. He's gonna throw for like 250 and a couple scores. I'm thinking that if I'm thinking I'm assuming Aaron Jones is back for this game because he didn't really have that much of a severe injury. But assuming he's back, the Saints run defense is not very good. Titans just did not exploit that at all. Um, I'm gonna go with the Packers here.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Packers. One reason is because I just can't see the Saints going 3-0.
Yeah.
But the Packers defense, I think, is a tad bit better than the Saints defense. And Chris Olave is gonna have another monster game, unless Jay Alexander locks him up, which he very well could do.
No, gonna walk them up
But
because I don't like
yeah,
it.
I got Packers for this one in a close one, very close one, and pretty low scoring.
Yeah, this will be a good game. I don't know how the over under is 43 for this one. All right.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Dolphins, but I think it's gonna be like 28-14. It's not gonna be like Dolphins blow them out because the Broncos have a good defense. But
I think it's I think it's gonna be 41-20.
if that happens, I'll give you a crisp high five.
Got it.
Wow. I got Dolphins because Jalen Waddle's out, but this will be exciting because it'll be Tyreek Hill, Patrick Surtain, maybe. And if they go 1-on-1, that'd be fun. Look at the stats for Tua and Tyreek. I know the Broncos have a good defense, but the Dolphins had good defense last week, and I think they can stop the Broncos enough to where the offense can win it for them.
Yeah. Dang, tickets as well as $100. So cheap. So affordable.
Wow.
Uh,
Two 0
Okay.
team, two 0
two,
2 teams who should
two
not be 0
very
2.
disappointing teams,
It's
to
got an
say the
even
least.
line.
Uh,
Huh.
yeah, the line is even. I didn't even know that was possible.
Okay, I'm trying to think. This one's tough, especially since I don't know about Austin Eckler's availability.
Yeah.
Gonna go Chargers, I think, because their offense is too talented to be as bad as they have. Not bad, but their offense is too talented to be like to get stopped by this Vikings defense that doesn't know how to cover the pass. Especially if Austin Eckler's not there. The pass they're gonna throw for like 400 yards. But with him there, they're gonna be a little more yeah, I'm just gonna go Chargers. I'm gonna stop talking because I sound really idiotic, but I'm gonna go Chargers.
I'm gonna go Chargers as well. The Vikings defense is not good. Um, I mean, neither is the Chargers, but it's better than the Vikings. Um, Justin Jefferson is still gonna get like 150 yards, like he does every game. But the pressure from the Chargers defensive line is gonna get to Kirk Cousins. He's not gonna have as much time to throw the ball as he has in other games this year. And if Austin Eckler's not back, it'll be a lot more interesting. But I got the Chargers.
I got Vikings, which I could see both teams winning, but I think the Kirk Cousins Justin Jefferson connection is going to keep going, and they'll have a lot of yards. And then as long as Alexander Madison doesn't fumble every run, I think that the Vikings can just shoot out the Chargers in terms of offense. I don't think the defenses will do too good, so I think the
It
Vikings can get
appears
it.
from research that Austin Eckler is out for this game, which I'm
Yeah,
still
then I'm
going
going Chargers.
Chargers.
I mean, I'm going Vikings.
I'm still going Chargers, but this makes it a lot more interesting, Aiden, if you want to switch your pick.
I'm still going Chargers.
Okay.
Overall, they have the better
All right,
roster,
next
but
game.
but the Vikings do have the better coach, which makes a difference.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah,
Patriots, Jets.
this is gonna be
Ooh,
like this is gonna be your 4-3 game, Hayden.
7 to
yeah,
3, maybe.
It's gonna be very low scoring.
6-3,
Hmm.
missed extra point. I'm calling it.
Um, it I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with
I
the
don't know who to
Patriots
pick.
because their defense is good and Zach Wilson is not good. Um, but I think Mac Jones is way better than Zach Wilson. Um, while the Jets defense is really good and the Patriots defense is not. So the matchups are going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very low scoring. Will not be fun to watch at all, but I got the Patriots in a very close one.
I think I'm gonna go with the Jets, but only if they run the ball to Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook 500 times. If they choose to pass the ball like over 20 times, I think they're gonna lose because there's gonna be 3 interceptions in those 20 attempts. But I feel like the Jets defense is good enough to lock up this lackluster Patriots receiving core, and their running game is not anything spectacular. I think the Jets win, but I don't really think it's gonna be like by a lot. It's gonna be like a point.
think the Jets win too, because both defenses are good, but it comes down to the offenses for me. I think Zach Wilson doesn't have to do a ton this game, but if he can just not be Zach Wilson for one game, they get the win. And
As long
Patriots,
as he doesn't throw the game away,
the
basically.
Patriots have some guys off the street playing wide receiver. I don't even know. I think is Juju their top one?
Juju's their number one, and I don't know another receiver
They
on their
have Devon.
roster.
I don't even
They
know
have
any other
Devontae
receivers.
Parker.
Like the pizza delivery guy's playing for him. So because of that, I'm gonna go the Jets.
All right. Next game we got
Yeah.
is the Bills versus the Commanders. I got the Bills.
This could actually be interesting, but
It'll be
I'm gonna
close-ish.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with the Bills, but like the Commanders have looked pretty solid their first two games, but they have had a pretty easy schedule. So I think this week is where they show their true Commander selves and like kind of be close in the game, but then throw it away at the end, or they just get absolutely blown out. It's gonna be one of the two, but I'm gonna go Bills.
I'm
Yeah,
going Bills too.
screw it. I'm going Commanders because I
Wow.
think Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, one of the best defensive lines in the league. They're going to get to Josh Allen. They're going to force him to throw it into traffic, and Josh Allen does not know how to throw the ball into traffic. Uh, Considering he threw three interceptions against the Jets to the same person. I forgot his name off the top of my head, but
Whitehead.
yeah, Jordan Whitehead. But I think the Commanders have depth at receiver, and the Bills don't exactly have depth at corner. So that'll be a matchup to exploit for their offense. But it'll be like 23 to 28, maybe.
I could see it. I just don't really see Josh Allen having another stinker like he did against the Jets. Just because the Jets defense is probably the best in the league, besides maybe the Cowboys. It's 1A, 1B. So I don't know.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
This is boring.
Jags.
Can I pick the Texans? But I'm not going to. I want to, but I feel like the Jaguars are gonna spank them. The Texans' offense has looked pretty solid. They're very one-dimensional, but they've looked okay. But the Jaguars, their defense, they only allowed Patrick Mahomes to throw for, I mean, he threw for 300 yards, but he only scored 16 points, if that tells you anything. Their offense, this is their get right game. They, after struggling against the Chiefs defense, against probably the worst defense in the league, besides maybe the Cardinals. That's 30A and 30B. So that's at least me.
Yeah, I'm going
I'm
Jaguars.
going.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
don't even
Jags
think we
too.
even know the discussion out of this. Colts
Hmm.
Ravens.
These aren't great.
Is is Anthony Richardson playing? Because that changes a
No,
bit.
No, because with the new
he's
concussion
not with
protocol, he has
concussion.
to sit out a whole game.
Then
That's why
I
I'm going
think that
Ravens because he's not playing.
the Ravens should spank him.
Yeah. Gardner Minshew did play really good though against the Texans last week, but it is the Texans.
Eh,
The Ravens are a step up
Yeah,
yeah.
from the Texans.
I'm definitely
Mhm.
going Ravens.
So if Anthony Richardson, he's not officially out yet. He has to clear concussion protocol before this game, but I'm assuming that he's not going to, and that it's going to be Gardner Minshew versus Lamar, and it's going to be. I think the Ravens are going to win.
Yeah.
All right.
What is with these horrible games?
Panthers Seahawks. I want to go. I think
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
go Panthers for
Seahawks.
this one. You
I'm
can
gonna go
finish that first.
Seahawks because I think the Seahawks secondary is good enough to stop Bryce Young, who's still learning. He's good, but he's still learning. And the Seahawks offense is good too. Maybe not amazing, but they're good enough to beat the Panthers defense, which is not anything special.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go Panthers for this one. This isn't gonna be one of my upside picks, but I think Bryce Young is gonna have that. Oh, wake up! I'm the number one overall pick. I need to play like it. I think that's gonna be this game. Panthers defense is solid. I don't know if they're gonna be able to shut down the the offense, but it's gonna be not like it's gonna be a closer game than people think. I think the Panthers are clutch enough to be able to pull it off. I think they'll intercept Geno Smith a couple of times, and that's gonna be the difference.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. Their receiving core is really good. Um, I mean, J.C. Horn is not healthy. I don't know if he's gonna play this week, but um, yeah, I got the Seahawks. Their defense is gonna, I think, get some picks off of Bryce Young and get to him a few times. Although their defensive line isn't very good, but the Panthers' offensive line is very not good. So I got the Seahawks in another low scoring affair.
Yeah. Chiefs.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs as well.
Yep, Chiefs. I mean,
I
unless
mean,
the
Bears have looked
Chiefs,
terrible.
unless the Chiefs just, I don't know, unless the Chiefs just absolutely don't play, like they don't show up on the field. That's the only way I see the Chiefs winning. And I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure they're going to show up on the field. So
Yeah.
this should be a field
Kelsey's
day.
back. Mahomes is Mahomes. Their defense has been really good, and Justin Fields has been really bad.
Yeah, the Chiefs should have a field day with the Bears.
Again, Cowboys, right?
Okay,
Yeah, Cowboys, I
Hayden, tell
think.
me this. Why do the Cowboys have such an easy schedule to start off the year?
Well, it wasn't going to be an easy schedule. And next we have Bills, then Eagles, then Bills, then Eagles, then Patriots, I think. So it's not that easy of a schedule, actually. And it'll get harder through the end of the year when we play
I
the Dolphins and whoever the other team in the NFC or AFC East is. But it won't be easy towards the end of the year. But right now it's easy. So go Cowboys.
yeah, I want to pick the Cardinals so bad.
Don't pick the Cardinals.
I got
Actually,
the
pick the Cardinals.
I got the Cowboys. I mean, I don't really need to explain it.
Yeah, Cowboys are okay, and Cardinals are bad. So there's really not that much of a. I mean, I don't
Yep.
really have
Yep. Cowboys are
anything to
okay.
say.
The Cowboys are okay at football.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
yeah, our 70 to 10 point differential is just okay.
yeah, because your defense is the best in the league with the Jets. All
Yeah,
right,
and
let's
our
keep
offense
going.
is crazy too. All right, next game.
Sunday night football,
Steelers.
Steelers at the Raiders. These games stink.
This is a
Oh, by the
terrible
way,
Sunday
Deontay
night football
Johnson's
game.
out.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson did get hurt.
Yeah,
That's fine.
mhm.
Steelers still get it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Raiders here. I think Jacoby Myers is gonna have another really good game. The Steelers' offense is not very good. Max Crosby's gonna get to Kenny Pickett. T.J. Watt, on the other hand, is gonna get to Jimmy G. I almost forgot who the Raiders' quarterback was, but I think the Raiders have some more playmakers than the Steelers do, so that's gonna give them the edge.
Technically, I'm
yeah.
calling an upset with the Steelers.
I've got
Las Vegas is
I've
favored.
got the Steelers because, and only for this reason, I think this is the week Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt. He's gonna get sacked by T.J. Watt, and he's just gonna break a collarbone, and they're gonna have to bring in their backup. So no, but like actually,
Who
I
is
think
it?
the Steelers are gonna win. Kenny Pickett's gotta take a step up against a very just okay defense. And the run game's good if Najee Harris actually plays. George Pickens is a great receiver. Hey, we got to remember that Devonte Adams is on the Raiders. It's sometimes forgettable because I forgot Devonte Adams is on the Raiders,
Yeah,
but he's gonna have a good game. But I feel like it's still gonna be Steelers, and it's gonna be another really, really like low scoring close one.
yeah, yeah. Tickets are $383,
It's because it's Sunday
Wow.
Night Football.
and it's Las Vegas.
Yeah,
And it's Allegiant Stadium.
That's what I just said. Okay, whatever.
No, well, like it's in Las Vegas, but it's also
it's a
like
new
the newest
stadium. He's
stadium
saying
in
it's like a new.
football.
Okay, we got
Another doubleheader.
another Monday night doubleheader. Start
Calling
with
the
the
upset.
Eagles.
Go
Start with the
Bucks.
Eagles, Buccaneers.
Go Bucks. I'm calling the
Let's
upset. Let him
gonna
bake.
go Buccaneers.
I
Let him bake.
I want to go with the upset. I can see it happening. I just don't think it will.
It's in Tampa.
I don't really care.
So are you going
Yeah,
Eagles?
Yes, I'm going Eagles.
I think this is the Eagles get right week because Jalen Hurts has not looked spectacular. He's looked good at best so far this season. I think this is the game where they can get their offense humming a little bit. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be about a 7 to 10 point game, maybe. But I'm gonna go Eagles.
Yeah.
Last
All
game.
right.
Last game rematch of Super Bowl 55, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, rematch of Super Bowl 55. Rams at the Bengals. One team who is extremely underperforming based on their expectations. One team who is uh, doing their
Overperforming
slightly
already.
overperforming. Puka Nakua leading the offense of the Rams.
Are we all gonna go Bengals here? Because I think that there's no way the Bengals can go 0-3. If
Yeah,
they go 0-3,
I'm going
I don't
Rams.
know. I'm not gonna
you
do
know, Joe
anything, but
Burrow is gonna go berserk. I mean,
Joe Burrow tweaked his calf. I'm going Rams because of that.
whatever. I'm still going Bengals, whoever their quarterback is.
yeah, even
Puka
if it's
Nakua is
like
going to pop off.
they have a cornerback.
What?
Well, the
I
Rams played. Who did they play?
49ers and
The
Seahawks.
Rams played the 49ers, and Puka Nakua had 140 yards. The
He's
49ers
their
have one
best
of the top
corner.
defenses in the league. So,
That doesn't mean they have good cornerbacks. Their top cornerback is Charvarius Ward, and he's only good in Madden.
okay, they also played the Seahawks, who had Devon Witherspoon
He
and
didn't play,
Quandre Diggs
Devin
and Jamal
Witherspoon
Adams.
didn't play.
and Witherspoon didn't play, and uh, yeah, there he played two bad corners. I still think Bengals take this one easily with or without a really healthy Joe Burrow.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
calling the upset. Go Rams. Go Bucks.
You got two upsets in this week. I mean, I guess you're biased because you don't like the Eagles.
All right,
No, I
Hayden,
don't like the
close us
Eagles.
out.
All right. This is a fun episode. We'll have to see if our predictions are right and who comes out on top. Because right now, the biggest differential is Jacob and Aiden by 3 games. So anyone could win after this week. Should be some good matchups and we'll have fun watching football. So see you on the next episode.
See ya.
Like and subscribe.